So it should be. It's pinned, right?
Yeah, it's pinned.
Okay. In the general channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So I had a couple questions, mainly just because I know that everybody's been working hard on it, but I haven't actually played it till right now. So I just had a couple questions about a couple of things that I'm noticing off the bat. Um, Links up, so everybody should be able to see it within a couple minutes. The first thing is, are the melee viruses supposed to be glitching like that?
I've fixed the LA viruses because they keep falling through the world.
But I
No,
don't.
that's not what I'm at. That's not what I'm talking about. They're like shaking as they move.
I think it's related to the you made a commit that said like melee viruses rotate. I think they're rotating really fast.
Yeah, they are
I
flying
can
to the
slow
point
down.
where it looks like it's shaking and it's not supposed to happen.
Here, where's that?
Is the link up for everybody yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see what I'm talking about then?
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing.
Okay.
It almost looks like a glitch out, like they're.
It looks like they're trying to do something, but the game just continuously keeps glitching.
Like static or something.
Yes,
almost.
thank you. That's the word that I was looking for. Okay. So that was the first thing. The second thing, like I said, is this lens flare, which if it's been talked about, that's fine. I don't know if we want to keep it. It's mainly I'm asking if these things are supposed to be in here.
So, my best guess is I assume that is UE4 automatically making a sun for us.
Okay.
That's what it looks like to me.
Especially because there's a seam here with the wall, and it looks like that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, so
that tube that you're standing on right now has my texture on it, and my texture is definitely only for my walls, considering it has a normal map. So you'll see like the edge on that, it doesn't make sense. So that needs to be changed. Also, my texture, my walls, are definitely up for debate. The rooms, this room is very tall in my opinion, and I don't think it looks very good that stretched out. But definitely want input on that.
Okay. The first ramp or the second tube is what
The
you're referring to. Okay.
Second tube.
That's your texture.
Right, but the texture's only made for the walls, and because it has a bump map on it. Like, if you go forward just a little bit, you'll see a line on it. See that line?
Yeah.
It's because that's the outline of the wall.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense on a tube.
I agree. I kind of like. Did you make this as well? The first ramp?
No, I didn't make anything. I just made the wall. I did push a cylinder and the end cap because Michelle had read some posts on falling through, and at least just crapshoot might help with falling through this mesh on this tube. Someone had suggested it.
The point that you made about adding splines, I mean, to me that immediately fixed the problem.
Oh, absolutely.
That did a huge thing.
Yeah.
I still pushed a cylinder anyways.
Yeah, so
doesn't make a big difference, but
I like. Is this Scott's, the way that Scott's floor was with this first tube? The texture on that's moving?
That's the old texture that was used for the walls and floor, yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have an issue with the way that is?
I mean, I think it's. I would prefer a texture that's more explicitly a vein. I mean, like, I love that texture, but A, it doesn't really read vein. B, it's weird to have that much movement next to the wall textures, which are moving very, very slowly.
I didn't even know that the wall texture was moving, to be 100% honest with you.
I think that's also a virtue if they're scaled up way bigger than they were.
Well, I gave them a small, medium, and a large, and I don't
about
think...
that, Corbett.
Yes.
If you place them in the level, they are not different sizes. Is it a resolution thing?
They're not different sizes?
I pulled them and placed them, and they were all the same size.
Can I ask where, and I can put them in right now?
Art assets.
Thank you.
It's labeled small, mid, large.
Okay.
That's interesting. Maybe I didn't send the proper data with that to
Wall
scale
plane,
them.
small, mid, large.
Yes.
That's what you're referring to. Okay, thank you. Give me a second. Meet. Meet.
But aren't you working on a
Was.
different kind of?
No, that's small.
Hold on.
That's the same size.
Hold on.
Michelle's right.
Yeah, I'm sure just the scale didn't get passed through.
Can
Yeah,
we
these are all
just
the same size.
Can we just look at that wall? Can you pull that up out of the floor?
Which one?
Those walls, any three of the walls you
Oh,
just
my
put
bad.
down?
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that half of it was in the floor.
Yes.
Okay. I'll delete these
Just-
ones.
Just so we can look at the texture after you. My intention with the texture is it to look like blood cells moving through the wall, and I made their movements horizontal. But
Mhm.
when they're blown up like that back wall there, I don't love that at all.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed. I'm gonna just remove this real quick. Give me a second. Let me play through real quick.
Reminds me of strawberry jello right now.
Okay. So I didn't actually notice that the walls even moved until I got about right here. And I just kind of stood here for a little bit and really paid attention to this back wall here. And that's when I noticed. It almost looks like if you don't stand here and look, I feel like you're not going to capture that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, on first go through, I didn't even realize that they moved.
Right. Definitely a finite detail is what I pushed him as, but QA could most certainly adjust that if you guys even like the textures at all. I'm fine with scrapping them and having that one texture. I still think Scott's texture is good, but application wise, I don't know what you guys want for variation is what I was trying to add.
I mean, I super liked. I don't know what you were screenshotting.
The
You were
bull.
screenshotting something last night, yeah.
Yes, I worked on that pretty long time yesterday. I didn't fully get it. Is a collision issue. Then I got the collision, and my biggest problem was it working. My only problem left was it working with the navigation mesh.
Right.
I wound up
Shit.
redoing it. I cut it and trimmed off the edges to make the collision better. That worked, but then it took away the navigation mesh, and then I just stopped.
Yeah. Did you make that texture?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that texture was Scott's texture.
Huh. Okay. It didn't.
Well, it's lighting. It's all lighting, and the ones that all the screenshots that well, I can't even say that anymore. But the screenshots that I showed is just pretty default lighting. You
Yeah.
should type in the top right, the world outliner, when you pause the game. Type light.
You talking to me?
Yes,
Sorry.
Mister, the only one we can see
Sorry.
cumulatively.
I'm so sorry. Can you say that one more time?
If you could pause the game, go to the world outliner at the top right, and type in light.
Okay.
And then you can see the lights that are in the level.
Mhm.
You get a feel for what the brightness, the attenuation is. Those point lights mostly.
Yeah. I'm ooh, now it's dark.
You hit the eyeball.
Yep. I know how to do that much.
Well, that's a good way to test actually where like
It's light
each light
number 3.
is insane. Now I give it to Scott. He did ask about lighting, and lighting is difficult. There's
Oh,
no doubt
absolutely.
by it.
It's, if you want to know, it's directional light 3, because I'm gonna play something and hold on. That's interesting. It doesn't carry over.
No, because you have to select effects world or not.
Okay. Well, anywho, I'm sure everybody will see it, but it's the second that you get rid of light 3, it
Yeah, it makes a huge
goes
difference.
incredibly dark. Oh, I have no idea where I am. I lied.
Yeah, and I mean, like, okay, so, again, I don't remember where it is, but a while back, Corbett was linking images of like tests that he was doing,
Mm.
and one of them had kind of like a much darker, kind of foggy aesthetic, and I feel like that with like, if we could get the walls like more appropriate resolution and moving faster, and that aesthetic with the movement of the walls, I think that would work really cool.
Give me a
Well,
second.
if we just tile that wall texture instead of using like a big stretch, which is what's currently at, and we tile it, it should show the movement better,
Yeah,
as well as looking just, it should just look a little bit better than
yeah, and
that
more
big
uniform. Because I
yeah.
really do. I like it. I like the concept.
This
Well,
one?
all you have to do is Dean, if you'll click the wall plane mid in the filters list down there.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks dang good to me.
I really like that. I mean, it almost goes horror, but
I think
so
it works well with the design though.
we
I
can
like
go
it.
over that. Double tap that. Don't place it. Double tap it. You're gonna edit it.
You're just editing the settings.
Okay, hold on. Oh, hello. Okay. On a side note, my friend who's in this class showed me this video. Showed me his video, his group's video. They're in Group A. They're doing the same thing. We are light years ahead of them.
Oh, really? Wow, I thought you were going the other way.
Nope.
I did
Yeah, I did
too.
too.
Nope.
I was ready for all this negative.
No.
criticism.
Let's put it like this. They're AI no worky. They have their texture is flat, and it kind of just looks like it's pink with purple scribbles all over it.
Ooh.
The only two things that I actually liked was and I saw somebody do this in this chat. Their walls pulsate,
Yeah, I was working on something
and
like that.
they have like acid pools.
Seems
trying
like
to
an odd thing to put in
I
the heart.
agree. I just liked the way that they worked.
Yeah.
Dean's cheating.
If it makes you feel any better, also, they did landscapes too,
Yeah.
and they're not redoing it.
Well, that
So-
almost makes me feel like I feel like the teacher should have like made a statement like, I clearly didn't make this clear, and so you guys are fine,
And
Hey guys, sorry, I know the comment was.
how long was our video?
About 10
minutes.
Yeah, theirs was about 22.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Ooh.
So, just to reassure everybody, we're doing a damn good job. And my friend's pissed that he's not in our group.
All right, Dean. You're gonna hold down Alt, left mouse, scroll around so you can see the proper side of that wall. And then in the right panel, you're going to go to navigation
Hold on.
or
Do I need this
transform.
socket manager here?
No.
Okay. It's in the way. That's why I'm asking. All right. Navigation.
Transform. Sorry, transform.
Okay, hold on. I don't know where anything is, so you gotta give me a second.
Just keep going down.
You can always type in the search bar, and it'll
Oh,
shortcut
that's
you.
true. Go ahead.
Okay, transform. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop open import, where it already has just the import uniform scale.
Okay.
Bump that up to like 10.
Yeah.
And then up the top bar, you're going to go to asset, file edit asset,
Mm-hmm.
re-import wall plane mid.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, gotcha.
And then you can click save after you've re-imported it.
Where am I putting it?
Just re-import it, hit the save button. What? Oh,
That's
you
why
don't
I'm asking where I'm putting
you
it.
don't have it to import. Of course not.
Because I haven't pushed anything.
Right.
Okay. That's why I was confused. I was like, I have another step.
Yeah, you do. I don't know. You're just gonna have to scale it then. But that's not gonna work. Like,
Well, if we're gonna use this, then I'll leave that up to you. So it's easier. But if we're all in agreement on using it,
the re-import, it's the same asset in the folder, so you can find it in the project documents, folder.
yeah, it's here.
I mean, I like it. I just think that the resolution it is right now in the level
It just destroys the texture.
is not doing it justice.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think it's worth fighting and getting it to.
I mean, it's at least worth seeing its
Yeah.
potential.
Ooh,
I mean, did everybody see the bowl that I was working on?
yes.
Yeah, I like that one.
Can I
So
ask
let's.
which melee virus you're using?
The BP melee virus.
Let me, I guess, ask that a different way. The one that's not Finn?
I don't believe the new one got pushed.
Okay.
Like, into the level.
Well,
So
not
the
into
ones
the
that
level,
you're
but I
fighting
have it.
right. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry I didn't get here on time earlier. I didn't realize what time it was, but I'm about to push everything I've done today, and I think I'm caught up to the alpha.
Cool.
Okay.
Just letting you guys know before I did it.
Yeah, the rotation, I can fix them from really looking really glitchy.
Mhm.
However, I can't change the speed that they rotate, which is part of the problem. Changing the update speed definitely did put a damper on the staticness,
Uh-huh.
but I can't increase the time too much, otherwise they become stupid again. But I am
So-
trying to work with it.
So just what is the rotate functionality doing? Like, why did it get added?
The rotate function is so the melee virus looks at the player. This is to stop the virus from you just simply walking around the virus and it not chasing you anymore. So it's it's going to turn to look at you.
So are you when you guys designed the chase mechanic, is it just using like a raycast and it's just shooting a direct line out from its line of sight to see if it sees the player?
Out of the pawn sensing, it has a sphere that goes for him is going forward, and it's a half sphere in the sense to see if it can find it.
Instead of adding a rotation mechanic, couldn't you add like a second half sphere, just so that it's completely encompassed by the entire AI unit? That way, it doesn't really matter if it's directly facing the player. It's just, as long as you're within a sphere radius, it should
Yeah.
just continue to chase.
Because like for
Let's see.
me, like the
Ooh.
visuals of it, I'd never had a problem. Like I never felt like, oh, it's like not looking at me because
Yeah.
it's,
I mean, you never
know,
really know.
it's symmetrical.
Kaz, did you say that you fixed them falling through?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because they
Oh,
all
well,
just disappeared.
I have fixed it, but
Hmm.
it's not pushed.
Okay. Why did all this start happening all of a sudden?
I think it's because of the change in. I mean, like, did you figure out why it was doing that, Cass?
Yeah, the portion of the code was missing.
It's just weird that we changed the design of the level and now all this stuff is happening.
Yeah, for some reason when they go to teleport, there's supposed to be a snippet of code that's to say within a certain radius in the navigational mesh.
Yeah.
Based on the actor's location.
Yeah.
That wasn't there. That was gone. So it was always teleporting to 000.
Okay.
Which just happens to be under the map, I'm guessing.
Yep. Just happens to be just right underneath the map.
It's just like I said. It's just interesting that all this, like we redesigned the level and all this started happening. But
When it rains, it pours.
oh look, I'm inside the vein now. That's interesting.
Yeah, I would say, like for me, I kind of fixed some of that by just lowering like the butt of it, like at the very very bottom.
No, that's cool.
There's some collision with the vein that I know how to fix.
Yep. The other thing
Hasn't
I
been.
noticed too, as far as fixes that we've implemented before, is that the pickups no longer gray out.
They're not there. The new ones aren't in the level.
You're
No one's
still
put them
using the
down.
outdated version.
Oh shit! Thank you.
Because remember, like I started doing that like right as a bunch of crap went down.
Yep,
I was gonna
you're
do
right.
it in phases.
Yeah, we just need to pull the old assets and put the new ones in, and then push it so that it's consistently there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Like-
Say, the level I just pushed is full of pickups and viruses.
Are they the updated pickups?
The most recent ones I pulled today.
But they're
But
new. They're new blueprints. They're not in the pickups folder.
They're the ones in the Michelle's asset folder.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I was trying to do it in phases to make it easier, and it seems to have made it more difficult. So I apologize for that.
I think I used the ones from the pickup folder.
Right. So those are the old ones. So like once Scott is like busy and no one's working on the level, I will go in, replace everything, and delete the old ones. So like do that tonight or something.
So you just push something, right?
Yeah, I just pushed the updated level
Okay, hold on.
to catch up to Sunday, hopefully.
Let's see.
So
Has it
on,
already been pushed right now?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I
Hold on.
got something too.
So on the regards of building a second pawn sensing and turning it around, you can't do that because it won't let me. You can't rotate it as a function because it's just automatically built in as a thing. And I can't change the degrees of which it looks at because the lowest amount it will accept is 0. I can probably just try and get rid of the pawn sensing and using a sphere collision box. And if the player's in that,
I would
then we'll
almost-
move to that.
What I would almost do is just, instead of going with all that, is just call the player location and use that whatever the virus pawn location, and just calculating a base distance from it, and just
There-
say if you're within this range, just go to that location.
We've
rather
messed around with that a lot because that's a lot of what the damage is based upon,
Mhm.
and that is very touchy stuff. I'd rather just use a collision box, and if the player's inside, they go to it because that is some very touchy stuff.
Are you going to be able to put 2 collision boxes on the same, same pawn?
Yeah, that's how the projectile works. Because AoE. The projectile works is if you enter its box, it recognizes you're there and it starts shooting at you. The AoE works as when the gas starts expanding, a collision box starts growing with the box, with the gas, and then if the player's inside that box, they start to get damaged.
Hmm.
So I could probably do the same thing with the sphere, with the melee, and just use a sphere to replicate sight
Oh, what the?
and see how that works.
Oh shit.
Kaz, are you gonna add in the new melee skin before this next push
Oh, I
or
thought
beta?
you put them on.
No, they're in the game, but I didn't hook them up to the blueprint.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Well, I have a second room. Shit.
Are you playing the new one I just pushed?
Yep.
What do you think?
I like it.
Oh,
I was hoping to make the arteries blue, but I can't get the right blue color. They just come out looking weird.
Okay. I did read you saying that. Oh, we definitely need to do something with this lighting though, because I can't see anything over here.
Yeah,
I've tried it at every different angle, and it always glares. So whenever you look at it,
And no, it's not a glare.
It's just dark.
Yeah,
It's very dark.
yes. It's like if I go over here, I'm not even worried about the lens flare right now. If I go over here, I almost can't see the wall.
oh yeah, on the left side.
Yes.
yeah, because it's the effect of basically UE4 trying to make you look into the sun.
No, I get that. We definitely need to do something about it, especially since it's like sunlight over here.
Yeah, it unfortunately the directional light just does not. Like maybe you can modify it to make sense, but it does not make sense in
Yeah.
There's also a seam over here, like open.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Corbett,
Yes.
may I ask a question?
Yes.
What was the what was the reason for not making the walls square?
Nobody
Oh,
saw me do that, right?
having the little up parts at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, just because they were already gonna be so big that they could just be a little bigger.
Okay.
I just got
Yeah,
killed.
it basically means that like when Scott's making the level to make it sealed off, he has to make them, bigger than they needed to be, which was already causing problems with the textures.
Damn it.
So I was just curious if it was like a modeling,
No, that was intentional, but it was pretty small little end things. So I figured they would be overlapping anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's got the fall off of the arteries, but I figure that's part of the challenge. Because if this were real, he'd have to be bouncing on the vein.
It's partially fine, but also partially there is actually a collision issue. But Corbett and I already noticed how to fix it,
Okay.
or rather, Corbett told me how to fix it.
Did we do something to the portals?
What do you mean?
Oh crap. Hold on. Do you remember
Did you just
how?
walk out of the portal sideways, like from the?
No, it was. Remember how in the first version we had it was kind of like a 2-second delay or something between the portals.
Yeah.
It's basically just like a door now.
Oh wait, no, actually, I don't know what you're talking about.
I never had a delay. If I'm
Really?
honest.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Okay, I
Yeah.
mean that's cool. If nobody else.
The only thing I've noticed, like I talked to Michelle earlier about,
Yeah.
when you walk through the portal, you're still facing the way you originally were.
So the thing with that is, it has always done that, but with the original level layout, you didn't notice because it spat you out facing
Yeah.
a direction that made sense.
I thought about doing that again, but I didn't know if we wanted to change anything or not.
it shouldn't be that hard to set.
The second room has a lot more viruses, just so you know. And they are there in case you fall off. Yeah, I see that corner. I got to move that over.
Yeah, there's that one, and then there's that one.
The walls. There is a very square wall by default in the game. If you're not using my texture, you can just use the default wall.
So we can use whichever texture. I just did this to switch around to see what you guys thought of it. Because I was originally going to try to make that look like the artery, but the artery looked better with the other one.
The other thing is the first room with the broken artery. There are end caps in the game for that now also.
Okay.
I actually kind of like. Hold on. I like how chunky this looks. And that can be just a me thing. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But it looks more like I'm not even gonna lie. I was over in this corner over here. Hold on, I gotta get there. Nobody told me that the shift was implemented.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Thanks.
I never tested.
Does not anybody not read the commit descriptions?
No.
And I think I
Come on,
did. I
guys.
think I did say something about it. Hold up.
I'm like running.
did.
And I'm going over here, and I'm like, this is gonna take forever. And I was like, I wonder if the sprint works. And I put shift down, and I just started sprinting.
I did put test in it, and I did tag James's name on it as well.
Okay.
So you could test the speed.
What I was gonna say is,
Guys, is that a new texture?
Probably caught up. Is that I like the way that this looks. And for a second, while I was standing over here, so Scott could see the seam, I actually got lost for a second, and I thought I was moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make it look like you're moving.
So I don't know if everybody else likes that. Like I said, we can vote on that as a group, but I really like the way that it looks.
I like the texture. I'm curious, is it new, Scott?
Yeah, I made that today.
Nice, it looks good.
Yeah, I really, really like this texture. I really do.
Well, I would suggest going with the default walls and your new texture on the walls and keeping your old texture for the tubing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually.
Just to make things easy.
It makes it look more liquidy.
But it's
That's
also
why I
not
like it.
the overwhelming movement because,
Yes.
admittedly, having everything be that first texture.
Have you
There's
tried
a
going
lot
up the
of
ramp yet?
And where are these blood waterfalls?
I haven't got them in yet.
Yeah, they're in the folder. They just need to be dragged in.
Okay, so
I wasn't sure which one it was, and I didn't want to mess anything up, so I didn't touch it yet.
Things we need are blood falls, the end caps, the melee mesh added.
Yeah, and once the end caps on the tubes are put in place, I can actually modify the blood fall to better represent the like the size of the tubing and all that stuff, so it actually flows properly from its spot.
for the record, I'm probably gonna die because I'm out of ammo.
There's more up top.
I have to get past this virus first.
Oh yeah.
Regarding the projectile viruses,
Yeah.
I did add on an extra 50 health, which was not in this push, but will be in the one that I'm going to do when I sort out the melee virus a little bit further.
Okay.
And regarding their collision box, it would be much easier if we were to individually change the collision box per virus.
Okay.
Because if I make it a set size and we put it somewhere, the box is just going to be outside the wall, and just kinda, if any rooms are near each other, they're going to be shooting through the wall.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it would be easier to adjust the size per
Okay.
virus so we can make it the way we want it.
All right, let me get up to the second part now. But yeah, no, I like this combination here. The floor texture and the I guess we'll call it the artery vein texture together. It looks
By the way, Dean, at some point, do you want to just grab my blood waterfall and just kind of drag it in the general vicinity of the broken tube, just so it's kind of
Oh, hell
there.
yeah. I'll do that right now.
Okay.
I didn't realize we had it. My bad.
Yeah. I pushed it. It's actually in its own little asset folder.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I seen it. I just didn't know which one it was, and I didn't want to pull anything out and mess it up and crash again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what
so when I
exactly
designed the
am I
particle
pulling?
system, so go to content.
Yeah.
And then bloodfall assets.
That's where I am.
And what you're going to grab is the bloodfall particle system that I
Perfect.
created.
And just drop it.
And drag it and drop it
Mhm.
out into the near the opening of the tube. And I
Mhm.
think you're going to have to rotate it 180 degrees because it actually flows to the left, and you're
Okay.
going to want it to flow to
I
the
have
right.
to wait for it to compile.
Yeah.
And my thing is
And I can adjust the the scale of it, density, opacity. I can adjust just about everything onto it. I can layer more materials into it, take some materials out. I can change the way the splash at the bottom looks, so that it actually I can have it puff up in a little cloud of smoke if we need to, or like a little spray.
Gotcha.
I can do a bunch of stuff with that. So
Speaking of which, do we want to put a layer of liquid on the floor?
I do think that would be nice, at least for this room.
Yeah, because like
You're gonna want to
rotate with that.
rotate it on the blue.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
'Cause I
Like
know
this
that-
room makes sense because we have that giant artery that's basically like leaking. I wouldn't say in every room.
Did you click on the wall, by the way?
I think you did.
Because I think you just rotated the wall.
Thank you. That's why it looked weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Control Z.
I just exited out of it.
I
Screw it.
I said Control Z will undo it.
No, I know.
If you need me to, I can place the blood waterfall and just do a quick push.
That's fine. I was confused. I didn't realize this is the issue with trackballs.
See, I'm getting up there now.
Where is this? Oh, I'm in the second room. All right, hold on. Pause. All right. Escape. Let me try this again. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna put this here first. Rotate on. Nope. I did that again. Here we go. On the blue. Okay. Well, I see it. The only issue is that now it blends in with the wall.
Yeah, I can adjust it and change the colors and stuff on it. Because initially I was making it like a nice dark red, but yeah, if we don't have, if the lighting is going to stay similar to this, it will be hard to see. So I can adjust it.
I don't think the problem is the waterfall color. I think the problem is the lighting of the room.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair. Like I said, maybe
The lighting of the room is white now.
if I put it up a little bit more, that way it can.
And the reason that right now it's kind of like almost like a mist to it when it flows down is just if you're right next to the waterfall when it's running, because it is a particle system, it's generating new particles constantly. And if I increase the density, you will see like an actual frame rate drop. So
Gotcha.
I'm trying to even out, looks with functionality.
I do like it though. It's awesome.
But I can actually, so like now it's like a small stream. I can widen that out and make it much bigger.
Okay, that's cool.
Because right now it's actually just scaled to a certain size.
Gotcha.
And I can adjust everything on it.
Okay. All right, let me try to get back to where I was in this level. God damn it. I hate these things. For the record.
What? Projectiles?
Yes. Oh, thank God. Alright, let me just get back up here.
So are we, from the looks of it, right? What we just saw. Are we able to shoot those projectile viruses before they can shoot us at this point now?
Well, yeah. That's why I was saying earlier that
No!
you got to change the collision boxes per
Oh, per each individual.
per each one, because if I do a set one, then it really limits the level
Oh.
design to it.
Yeah.
Because we could have the collision box going through a wall, and
Right,
they'd be shooting you when you're on that side. So, I mean, I'd be happy to go through when it's done and change the collision boxes on each one. But yeah, that's just the route we have to go with the way it's made. Also,
Careful right there at the join.
Either I just can't stay on
Yeah.
this tube, or there's a seam.
You're walking onto a little seam right there, which is
Okay.
causing you to go through. So just kind of like, just try and avoid it.
Don't,
From the looks of it.
don't forget about shift run.
No, I know. Speaking of that, thank you for bringing that up. It almost seems it almost seems counterproductive
That's-
to have a a sprint functionality. Oh, a sprint functionality without a stamina system,
I thought the same thing.
because I can now sprint through the entire game without any consequences.
I would like to see you try.
All right, you know what?
This is your 15th attempt on this tube.
Nope, I started over.
doesn't look like looking at
Nope,
your
that
health.
is.
Up now, there's a restart.
Shit.
This is entertaining.
Yeah, you're all welcome.
You know
Oh.
the objective is to kill all the viruses as well.
There's also
You know
a
what you
part
could do
on
is
this
to
tube
prevent people.
that makes you slide back. Just an
Yep.
FYI. Okay.
Yeah, if you stay next to the left edge of the wall, you'll end up falling down. Same with the last tube towards the portal.
Yeah.
If we put an invisible wall right there, kind of protruding out a little bit,
Mhm.
I'm sure that would fix it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Did you guys see the picture in
Yeah, with
chat?
the end cap. Yeah, and I can go in and actually adjust that blood waterfall so it's much wider and fills up that, that little cavity.
I think I might be able to,
Nice.
can't
What's that?
I? Can I adjust it using the sizer? Oh, yeah, I can.
Well, yeah, you can. Within the particle system, I have a bunch of stuff that I would have to like manually adjust so that it sizes appropriately over time. Otherwise, it'll just like pour down in like a straight line.
Stop
But
running
you
to
might
the
even
left,
be able
Dean.
to adjust it so that it works.
I have to get past
Stop
this
it.
seam, though.
Coach him.
The seam is on the left.
No, I just have horrible placement. All right, hold on. See, it's right here.
Awesome.
Jesus.
Yes!
So Michelle, I know you spoke about this at one point. So you have a means of knowing. Yeah, that looks much better. You have a means of tracking like all the enemies in a level, correct?
No, I when I mentioned that, I was explicitly saying I don't.
Oh, you
And,
don't. Okay.
and I'm not looking
Gotcha.
forward to the prospect of making one, but I will.
I was gonna say one thing you could do is just have it set up so that someone can't speed run through, where the portals just won't function unless you're
Walking.
unless you have cleared the room.
Right, which is an idea.
I mean, it doesn't really have to be done during an alpha, that's for sure.
Well, what we could do is we could make a collision box around the entirety of the level.
Yeah.
And then we can sit there and we can say, "Is this in here?" And go through all the actors that are in there. And if any of the AI, melee,
Still exists,
projectile, or AOE are in there, then the portal is inactive.
It is absolutely possible.
I know it's possible. I was just saying that could be one way that we do it.
So where are we at on jetpacks?
For people like me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Take
No,
your time, Dean. Nice and slow,
Yeah.
buddy.
Just get to the end and then stop.
The jump
Plan your
pad.
jump.
I can't.
Jump straight.
Eh, eh. Alright.
Maybe we could level out that area a little bit, Scott,
Make it a little easier.
before the turn. So it's not an incline and a turn.
Now don't fall off of this one.
I was gonna say, you know what's gonna happen. No!
This second room looks really good, Scott, and I think with Michelle's muscle fiber things, it's gonna fill out nicely.
Is that the pulsating things? Because I really want those.
Yes.
Yes, I want.
I was gonna say, if you hadn't seen that, I want to kind of get an idea if I should continue to refine that.
I have seen them, and I like ye, and I want in the rooms.
Okay.
No.
What I actually may end up doing is basically having the thing that's making them pulse actually handle the heartbeat, so that it syncs it automatically because
The
it's
audio
controlling when the heartbeat is playing. Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
I have an idea for how to do it, because otherwise I'm literally like counting milliseconds and trying to get it to sync up, and it's not working.
Yeah.
So I will continue to invest in that then.
Oh, now I overshot it.
What is it? I tried using a sphere as the site for the melee virus, and that didn't work. They were ending up to be just as stupid as they were before.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
How'd that sprinting through the whole level work out?
Know what?
Stamina needed? Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to see, like, I'll have
Yes,
to play through
because-
and see if it's just Dean. But
Wow.
we might need to look into either flattening the arteries a little bit or putting in actual platforms that provide.
Oh, if you want an answer to that, it's definitely just me.
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not. Definitely don't do that.
Well, if it weren't so entertaining watching you, I would go test it out myself.
Maybe if I didn't have a trackball. Alright, hold on. Come on.
I hate Bitbucket.
Yep.
Like, it won't even let me pull because it's gonna say it's merging. It's gonna overwrite something. I've already tried stashing. It's still not working.
I hit a melee virus, and it knocked me off.
Looks like you have 20 health.
Huh?
Looks like you only have 2 more hits left.
Probably. I don't care. Somebody else can play.
Rip.
Whatever. I'm done.
So I think maybe we should go with the horror kind of genre for this game, judging by the frustration you can hear in Dean's voice.
I'm so
Okay, I think I've fixed that artery already up there with the fall through. Trying not to laugh, sorry.
It's cool. Everybody enjoy my duck. Anyways. What the hell am I doing? Oh, yeah, this thing. I already have this. Found it. Okay. So, it's Wednesday. We usually don't do these on Wednesday, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Give me a second. Fantastic. He is pretty phenomenal, I must say.
Can you see what I named it?
Can
Dog
I-
texture.
Dog texture?
Just paste it on the walls.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Um, Scott, did you just do that now?
Do what?
This.
What this?
It's up. Give it a second.
Yeah, I did that while we was talking.
Oh. Well, now it looks cool.
You did the other side too, right?
No, I haven't yet. I was gonna ask because I'll have to move some stuff around to do it.
Why am I in my pictures? Sorry.
You okay, Dean?
No.
Did you forget to eat again?
No, I had chicken pot pie actually. It's very good.
Homemade or store bought?
No homemade.
Okay, so only way to go.
Oh! I remembered. It's okay. We're good.
I've been staring at this screen about renowned scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson making history for a while now.
What
Don't
did you do?
hate on Tyson, alright?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just curious what he did.
Oh, shh. Malarkey. Oh, come on, man. Just go to 12 point. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright. So.
Do we want the blood flowing out of both ends?
You really would only want it flowing out of one end.
Okay. Then
Because
the
if
other
you're gonna
end
have
cap is
something
now.
pumping through, you're gonna have blood flowing obviously from one direction, but not both. If anything, I can try and adjust my waterfall at some point and put it so it like almost drips out instead of a full-on waterfall.
All right. What was I gonna say? Hold on.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks cool.
All right.
And the only issue is scaling, like you did, is like I have a little splash at the bottom, so I'll have to adjust it that way.
Yeah, I found that it was like hiding under the.
Yeah, it's currently not set like just right, and I didn't want to mess with it really until we had our little kind of set.
Yeah, it looked cool though.
Yeah, it's actually not fully completed yet because what I have is also I have like a little gradient that will actually spring up right at the bottom there, and should create like a little mist at the bottom that flows outwards.
My
To make
fiance
it
wants to
actually
know
look
if
like it's singing.
anybody heard her burp.
No.
Is that what that was? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
they did.
I still don't believe you.
Where you going? Oh, they definitely heard that. Anywho, do you need help? Sorry, as I think most of you know, my fiance is still on crutches, so. Hold on. Okay. So basically, I guess what I want to do now is pretty much. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. I can't think tonight. Oh, we need to discuss what we talked about on Monday, because we typically, as we know, we usually do these on Tuesdays and Fridays. But since we're doing it Monday, Wednesday, and I don't know if anybody else wants to do a third meeting this week as we get closer to Sunday, but if not, we need to discuss what we discussed on Monday and actually figure out whether or not the things are going to be done. So I guess the first question, is anybody opposed, and or does anybody think that we need to have a later in the week meeting?
I mean, I imagine it's going to be pretty much the same thing as what happened last time, which is like whoever is on Saturday and Sunday, like we're pretty much going to be in voice chat.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just leave it up to that then. Pretty much whoever's on at that point in time.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, I'm gonna go over these bit by bit here. And like I said, this is everything that we talked about on Monday that we were discussing about the level. So we have the hit marker sound on the enemies to show that they're being hit. Are we doing a knockback effect, or are we just doing the hit marker?
I mean, I'm not sure what Kaz thinks, but I think the hit marker sound is probably enough for beta.
Good bless you.
I think it's enough
Sorry,
for beta
Doug.
as well, but do we want to add the knockback effect? Because if we do add the knockback effect, it is going to interrupt the AI move too, so they are going to stop for a second, and they already are quick to kill. So
I don't want to
Yeah.
jeopardize what we already have. So if in doing that is going to create more of an issue, I don't want to do that then. And then
no.
we'll just have to do the hit back effect.
I don't think it will create more of an issue. I'm just trying to think of balancing. I don't want the game to be too easy, but also don't want it to be too hard.
I understand. No, I definitely get that. I'm trying to
So
think because I'm not a very big FPS guy.
you don't say. I thought you were professional.
Clearly, our professor is though, so we have to be thinking about him because he just flew right through our level, and I felt bad for lowering the damage on him because he was like, "Oh, okay, and we're done. All right, great."
the
Well, I didn't get that.
the question
that
is
attitude, but
is if somebody here has played a couple FPS games and it's not a knockback effect, what is the typical indication that you're being shot? Is it it's the sound, right? Because the sound
Yeah,
sounds really familiar to me because I've played Call of Duty maybe like twice, and that's
that's
something that I
basically
get.
what most games use. Is they
Okay.
use an audio cue, or they'll have like a little hit marker emblem pop up on the screen near your crosshairs to give you an idea that hey, I did hit something.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's just a audible sound that's different from everything else that lets you know I hit my
Perfect.
target.
That's fine with me then. Okay. So we'll just keep it at that then. Sprint option, I have yes. We have it implemented, which is great. However, and everybody shut up before they say anything. I still feel like there needs to be some type of cutoff or stamina or something. Even if it's something that's in the background that the player can run for like 10 seconds and then 20 seconds they're not allowed to run and then it just loops.
it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be hard to implement. I can do it.
But we're gonna do some kind of stamina thing then.
Some kind of limitation on
Okay.
sprinting, I think.
Blood splatter would be kind of cool. You could do something
But then,
like a bright green or something like that, where it's just really obvious.
What was it
Yeah,
again? I'm
okay.
sorry.
I posted a video in Discord.
like
Okay.
a visual like splatter or like blood
Yeah.
spurt kind of effect.
Or even just like a little effect that just pops out. Doesn't even have to splatter on the ground. Just something that kind of, shoots out.
Yeah, just something
on
to
impact.
make it roll. The thing
Which
with,
like I could even alter my my particle system I use for the waterfall and just change it and just make a really short lifetime, and it will actually shoot out, and just as long as you add it in and then essentially delete it after the hit, it would splatter out like that.
And this is for just the indication that the enemy is being hit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll leave that up to both you, Kaz, and Michelle, and the reason why is because the Michelle did the HUD, so if she wants to add another bar for the stamina, she can.
I
If she
was
doesn't
gonna
want
say
to,
that.
okay, I was gonna say, if you don't
Is-
want to, that's fine, and we can have Kaz program something that just happens in the background where all of a sudden it just stops running for X amount of time.
I'm not against a stamina bar.
Okay.
I'm against the fact that we now have 4 different HUD elements. Which, like, that's not ridiculous, but
What
going to
is
be
the antibodies?
antibodies, which I'm working on right now. They're fighting.
Which, like I said, that's why if you don't want to do it, it's fine because I know that there's games. I think Uncharted is one where the Uncharted series where you can sprint for a certain amount of time and then it stops, but there's no indication on the screen that's visible that you have
Which,
to regain stamina.
depending on the approach we want to go with this game, if we want it to be more, quote unquote hardcore, not having a visual representation of your sprint is a really good way to make the game much more difficult, because at that point you're physically having to kind of like mentally count in your head, like I've sprinted for 8 seconds, I gotta be careful.
Not
We
only
could
that,
have a
but also
sound cue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even if it was just like a like very small gasping sound when it stops to indicate
Anything.
to the player the sprint
That
is
would work.
breaking, it's you've run out of stamina.
Okay, so
I'll go for one.
I'll let so
I would almost rather have that than a visual like progress
Yeah.
bar.
Okay. Yeah, what was it again? Sound?
Yeah, like
Just
when
an audio cue.
when the
Okay.
sprint ends, when it ends and it goes through the like dormancy phase where you can't sprint anymore,
Mhm.
just have like a gasping sound
Okay. Oh,
to
perfect.
indicate that
Like
the player has
breath.
like run out of breath.
Yeah. I actually really like that idea. Okay.
Hey guys,
Third-
I will be back in just a couple minutes. My dog is definitely needing to use the bathroom.
The puppy. Good.
So I will.
All right, the third thing, this is more for Michelle, which I believe you hit on. It just says, my note just says not keeping the floating health pickup. We fixed it. I know that you said you haven't pushed those, and that's why it's happening.
Well,
So
okay. So I didn't want to push the level
that's
because
fine.
at that point we didn't know what was going on.
That's
so
fine.
they are in the game. They are pushed. They are in the content.
They just need to be put
They
into
are
the
not in
level
the
and
level.
pushed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You could legitimately open up the game right now and throw them down.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Where are they actually? Oh,
In
I
my
know.
assets
Wait,
folder.
I know. Stew assets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go me. All right. The one thing I'll probably do right all night.
That second jump Dean was doing is a little bit difficult because you have to hit the jump pad just right in order to get that.
It is too hard. I'm having the same issue.
Can I get that in writing, please?
Sure, I'll send it snail mail.
Yes. Okay, yeah,
Which
Michelle,
jump is
that
it?
worked for me.
Yeah.
Second blood cell.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's activated or not because it's set to like 850.
It is, but the first time I hit it, it didn't actually activate, and then it's just really hard to get to that second point.
That's what I'm trying to test it right now, but every time I get to it, something happens.
Kaz, mainly for you. The next note I have for Monday is the range viruses need to be closer, basically the shot. Did you say that you had done something to those? Or we have to individually change the hitbox, wasn't that it?
Well, are you talking about the impact or just the range?
The knockback is later. The one that I'm talking about now is just how close the player can get before it starts firing.
Yeah, we would have to just change it individually. That would be the best way.
Okay.
I don't mind going through like right now and switching it up.
That's fine. You don't have to do it right now. Like I said, I'm just kind of giving updated notes of where we're at. How long would that be difficult?
No, Scott could do it if he really wanted to. I mean, because all you have to do is just click on them.
Yep.
Click on the virus. You'll see the detail section on the right or wherever you have it.
Mhm.
And then all you have to do is click on the box. And then you can just press R and it should be able to get the scale and then you can scale it.
Okay.
So what are we doing? Sorry.
That's okay.
We were talking about that if you wanted to, you could scale the hitboxes for the range virus, so they are in. I hate this thing.
So they are what?
So the player can't shoot the projectile without you. Sorry, too many things happen at once. So the player can't shoot the projectile virus without the projectile virus not being able to hit him.
Being able to shoot back, yeah.
Okay.
Some. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, so that's fine then. That we know what direction we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I have this note, and I know why it's happening, but I don't know what the fix for it's gonna be, and it is the one regarding the turning issue. If you're back into a wall.
Yeah, it's unfortunately still happening.
Yeah, because basically what I noticed is, and I didn't notice this before, I thought it was just a coincidence that it was happening. I thought it was maybe like I was too close to the wall or something. But once your back is up against the wall, the player crouches.
Yeah, the player crouches because the player sinks a bit.
So I didn't know if there's some type of function that's going on, or like if that's UE4's like kind of default thing. But if you I'll do it a couple times so everybody can kind of see it. So if I back up into this wall here, you'll notice the gun will go down. So I don't know if it's sinking or I don't know if the player itself is crouching.
The player itself shouldn't be able to crouch because that's an impossibility. It's not coded
It
in.
doesn't have that stance. Yeah.
Okay.
So you would have to be like either sinking or you're glitching into the wall and it's pushing the character down.
Mhm.
And I think we did say like the fix to that would be like adding an invisible wall next to all the walls, so you wouldn't be able to actually physically touch the wall, but
Yeah.
it would
Get
look
to
like
the
you're
wall,
touching
yeah.
the wall.
Okay, if that's what we have for an idea, that works with me. It sounds like a really good resolution for it, mainly because if anybody goes up against those walls, they're gonna sink into the floor and they're gonna be able to see the outside of the level and underneath the level, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably increase the collision on them.
On the walls?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what that would do, so if somebody else wants to answer that.
We would have to make a new collision for it.
It's
do that.
automated though. You just do it for one and it does it for all.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know what
It
that would
might be
actually do.
easier than adding blocking volumes in front of each wall. Be worth a shot, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you do that, you'd have to add another static mesh component or
Right.
box component, and then just push block all.
I'll let you guys decide on that one because, like I said, you can tell me all day that it's they're turning down the collision, but I don't
So-
know what that does in the background.
I have a quick question on the collision for the walls. When you check like the collision settings, is the camera specifically being blocked on it? Because if the camera is not selected as something that should be blocked, that's going to cause it to be able to push through, which is going to cause issues with like the character mesh and everything being pulled as well.
The walls should be set to block all, but I'll check.
Okay.
Where would I find that?
They're set to default, so if you click on a wall,
I'm there. Yeah,
oh, sorry, I gotta switch over so I can see.
that's okay. I'm in collision. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Would it be
If
the
you scroll-
presets?
Yeah, the presets. Change that to block all.
Yeah, it's on default.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I just did it.
What did you
The
do?
sync?
No, the antibodies.
Yeah.
I think I got the antibody HUD working.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job. All right,
It's
give me a
certainly
sec.
working
Push it.
in one way. Let me
I-
test a little bit more.
All right.
Oh my god, I think it's working!
Now you know how I feel. Grabby hands.
Grab a grab. Good news. I fixed the crouch. No, I didn't. Shit. Actually, hold on. Blah. Come here, you bitch. Okay. Sorry.
Having fun?
No.
You can't shoot that for it.
All right, that didn't do it.
It was just an idea. Because I know sometimes the collision presets can be kind of weird about what it physically wants to stop.
Hold on. So it's just block all right.
Yeah,
Okay. Ooh,
it should be the one that
Well,
stops all of them.
What walls are being used?
What do you mean?
Like in the environment, which walls are being used? Because you're messing with one wall.
Yeah, it'd be easier if you were to
But
go
you're
into
not actually
the
altering.
actual asset folder of the walls and
Yeah,
then
and
change
just
the
alter through
collision
there.
file there.
Oh.
Because you're physically changing collision on only one wall.
And I think that's the ceiling.
Yeah.
Where am I going? content, then where?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Scott where the walls are located.
Scott, where are the walls?
Assets.
What happened?
Where are
Sorry,
the
I got
walls?
kids hollering at me. The textures or the actual walls themselves?
The
Actual
walls.
walls.
The walls themselves are in the art asset. I just
And-
changed the material on it.
Is it large?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
But if we're switching to the default walls, those are in starter content.
It's block all. On the asset itself. It's collision presets block all. So it's already like that anyways.
So that would be its default.
Yeah.
I am upping the collision on it to test that, by the way.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a note of. Actually, I already did that.
So, can we try something else as well quickly?
Oh yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we go into the first person like character blueprint where we're seeing the camera itself? Like the attached camera.
Yeah, we can do that.
First person character, right?
Yeah, the underscore BP.
Are you kidding me?
No. Hold on. It's in the first person BP folder, right, Kaz?
No.
Oh.
Click on the content folder.
Mm-hmm. Mine's always open, so wherever.
Click
from
on
there.
the content folder.
Okay.
There's a fix for the second jump pad not working.
If you click on the content folder, you'll see it on the right.
I clicked on the content folder.
First
Yeah,
person character blueprint.
I'm looking at it. It's right next to the level.
Thank you. All right, where do you want me to go?
I don't see any collisions or anything regarding the
then-
first person camera.
Go to the
Which
try the
section?
camera spring arm. Go to the viewport. And then just on the the sidebar there where we have like the camera spring arm and the first person camera, just go ahead and click on those, or try the spring arm first.
I'd love to tell you I know where you are.
Just on the left side, little drop down bar where it's talking about like all the first person character and
Okay.
the capsules and avatar colliders and stuff like that.
Okay. So spring arm.
And then on the right side bar, there should be, and I just want to see what the options are first.
The spring arm has one thing that says whether this component can potentially influence navigation. It's the only thing under collision, and that's turned off.
Yeah, go to the collision tab.
Yeah.
Okay. Try going to the first person camera itself then.
On the maybe right there. Let's see.
Jesus.
You alright?
They have this.
Because what we're looking for is something called camera collision, and if we do collision testing, there's a box for the collision testing. If we do that, it should actually prevent glitching through map materials.
I don't see it at the moment, bro. Look for it. What was it called again?
There should be something called like do collision test within a camera collision system. And if you check that box, it should prevent clipping.
Hold on.
So right there, you can see actually on the screen where it says do collision test and it's check marked. That's
the-
the
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
you're trying
looking
to
for.
find. Yeah.
It's checked
It is checked.
in the spring arm. doesn't exist in the actual camera.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
you
interesting because because I figured it was in the spring arm first anyway.
Yeah. It's
But with that check, that should be preventing, the clipping, which is kind of odd.
it's in here. No, it's not. Sorry. Camera collision. Oh yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, do collision test. I see that now.
Does it need
Huh.
to be a different probe channel?
What's it set to
No,
right now?
it's set
Is
to
it set
camera.
Yeah, then no, that's correct.
Okay.
Kaz, I hate to say this, but Wabara went over this as far as the spring arm and preventing people from looking through walls.
What?
We might have to go back and look at some Wabara videos.
You do realize that's over 24 hours of videos. And that's not a joke. I'm not fucking kidding.
I know you'll never touch one of those videos again. Yeah, I checked the collision on my walls and default walls. You can look through both of them. I upped the collision on both, and you can still look through both of them. I think the only way, honestly, to prevent this is with C++ and some crazy thing that we did with Wabara, but we never had to do, so we didn't do it.
I'm just making changes now because it's never gonna get pushed. So
Okay, I just pushed the fixes to the arteries that I've done.
You're gonna have to pull before you. I see what you're saying.
But I am gonna have to get off here so I can get ready for work.
all right, buddy. Have a good
Send me a
night.
message if anything else that we need to work on. I'll try to catch up.
All right.
I'll
work.
probably be stuck working a double tomorrow.
Mm.
So I might not be on here at all.
Is there anything you want us to do for you, Scott?
Go to work.
I mean, do you want us to change out the my walls for the plain walls?
You guys can if you want.
I mean, would that help you out?
Um,
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it because they were my walls, so I wouldn't mind replacing them.
doesn't bother me either way. Walls are walls. The
Okay.
inside of the level will still look the same.
Okay, as long as you feel confident about our deadlines and all that.
Yeah, I'm off Friday night and Saturday night, so I'll be here all weekend to work on it.
Well, like Michelle said, we'll all be crunching at the end, so let us know if you need help.
All right, I'll holler at you guys later.
For the record, Bitbucket tried to destroy my changes. And it almost succeeded.
I can't even pull anymore. I have to literally delete the assets that are changing before I can pull every time.
Yeah, I stashed, and it didn't actually stash.
Same.
And then I'm just really glad that UE4 actually made a saved backup of those files. So I got most of them back.
Like, all the changes I've made have already been deleted, but they're quick fixes since I know how to fix them. I don't have to go looking for them, but I still have to go redo them.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, Bitbucket.
Anybody want to throw up yet?
A little bit.
You'll see what I mean in about a couple seconds.
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Funny.
Anyways. All right. Landscape's gone static mesh. We did that. Or are doing that. In Progresso. Need more of a theme. Those go hand in hand. Arteries and capillaries. Did that. Pool of blood, water particle. Did that, kinda sorta. Melee virus model needs more detail. Corbett remade it. That was gross. the next biggest thing that I have on here is the knockback. Now we can get into the knockback, Kaz.
Yeah, I can fix that easily.
I know. I still have that you will make fixie on here, so I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, as soon as I get all of the updated stuff, and then nobody pushes anything after that until I fix, and then I push,
Mhm.
then that should be all fixed.
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, every time I pull, I have to delete stuff and restart.
Ugh, alrighty. The last thing I have is pop-up bar for antibody. Hey!
I think I recovered.
Did you push?
I'm making sure I recovered. Oh
Okay.
my god, I'm so good. Okay. Hold on, let me check the other part.
Alright, I will be right back. I have to use the little Dean's room.
Okay. Oh my god, it works.
Little Dean's room sounds creepy.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh god. I forgot he pushed.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm literally going to go in, I'm going to take the files that I changed and copy them into a different folder. And then just manually put them back in.
Before you even do that, go ahead and take some screenshots of your work. That's what I do. I take screenshots of my work so I know what they're doing. Now I can just redo them if
Yeah.
because it's much easier to redo your work, especially after you know how to do it. So all you have to do is just look and go, oh yeah, I know how to do that.
How do you resize the collision box on your wall?
I don't know that
Yeah, I didn't even know that was possible.
they can.
Because there's got to be some sort of. It's obviously got a collision box to it.
I mean, because like, if you there-
Because if we can just scale up the collision box just a little bit bigger than the wall itself, that might just be the easiest fix to it, because that'll actually block it before you ever get close to the texture.
the thing is, I think with a lot of static meshes, is the collision is actually baked into the model.
Yeah,
Like it's not like a box that you can
an easier
make bigger or
fix.
smaller.
An easier fix would just be to add a boss collision to the
That's what I'm doing
component
right now. Is
as a
actually
component. Yeah, and then set that to a visible wall. Blah 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 blah. That would be my suggestion.
that's just way too large. Yeah, I
You could-
removed the collision on the wall just to test on my end, and I'm resizing it just a little bit bigger than the wall itself.
Hey, it finally pulled. Michelle, about how long do you think until you push?
I'm literally pushing right now.
Okay.
If you're fine with that.
Yeah. Go ahead. I've just finally pulled, so none of my work's done because I've had to restart.
Just remember that my audio plays through for you guys.
Okay. I've pushed what should be a functional antibody HUD. I would really appreciate it if someone could test
Yeah.
I like how all of us, every time we push something, add the word should.
it.
Okay. All
Anybody
pulled.
else notice that?
Well, I thought for 2 days at least that my walls were scaled, and I had 3 different sizes, and then it was like, oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't notice until like just it was like yesterday that I put them down and
Alright,
I
what's
was
up?
like, wait, I pushed.
Yes!
Oh,
I am booting in again right now.
I'm
So
really fingers crossed it's functioning on your end.
and started mutinying.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cry if it doesn't work.
And I will mute myself, hopefully, so you guys don't hear the echo.
Oh, the other thing is, again, I don't think there's. Is there a pill on the ground?
In your house?
No, in the level.
Say, I
I
don't.
hope so.
Is there a
Well, if there's
pill?
not, you can just throw it down.
I love your description, Michelle.
Yeah. Kaz, I started reading them now after you said that. Antibody hut? Maybe?
Maybe.
Classic.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there is one there, so I will.
1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4
Rhubarb.
bar. I love rhubarb.
Where are you? Come here. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so now I have to stand here. Dope.
Nice.
They work perfectly.
Yay!
Nice work.
Hell yeah. That's
So
great.
now the main thing that I like about it is, one, you have an indication of what it is now,
Mhm.
and two, the activation time makes sense now because the
Yeah.
player sees it fill up, so they know it's not ready.
That was
Oh.
great.
I'm relieved.
Yeah, they work
Yeah, that's
perfectly.
really
They load and unload, which is just awesome.
And
And
it actually
you-
should. So there's not an AOE in the game, but actually, if you
Yes.
drop one down,
Yeah.
you should really kill all the melees. Actually, you could kill all the melees, and then do you know how to eject?
No.
What just happened?
What?
I just fought the projectile virus on the in the second room, first on the tube, and I killed it really quick. And the projectile sound, the explosion kept happening, and I died from an invisible projectile virus.
No, I don't think so. Because I just had the same thing happen. I think another one got triggered.
Yeah, because that's what Kaz was talking about. Was we need to be going in and setting the ranged viruses individually to make a collision box in a range that makes sense.
The thing is that it shouldn't be set to do that. The second one. Because I'm sure
Kerbet.
Sorry, Corbett. I think we started doing the same thing. So, did you look anywhere besides forward after you killed that first one?
Yeah, I looked downward, and the one off to the side wasn't shooting.
Okay. Hold on. Let me
I'm
get
doing
there.
it again, though, of course.
Yeah. Look all around, because I just don't think that it would be randomly triggered like that. To make that like noise and whatnot. But let me.
On the first one that I killed, it did play the sound one time after I had killed it, so I was just like, oh, that's pretty minimal.
Yeah. Let me see.
There is a section between two of the projectiles that overlap.
That might be it.
The guy up top might have killed me because I did not look up.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention the guy up top.
He shoots really far away.
Well, not just that, but if you run out of ammo, you can't get around him. You will most likely die before you get around him.
Yeah, I know. I just did that.
I want you to
Interesting.
know, Kaz, these are the first times that I've died, so bravo.
Also, that looking at that character, he couldn't have been able to shoot you. You weren't high enough.
All right. Well. Okay. So this is for everybody.
Yeah.
These are notes from 37 seconds ago. James, you still there, bud?
Yep, I had my mic muted because I was testing with the collisions on the walls, and if we remove the basic box or the collision that's built in with the wall, and we replace it with a simple box collision that's
Tell me you
just
got it.
larger, it completely negates like all those issues with clipping, and that includes the floor.
Yes.
So
Oh my god.
I can push the that update to the collision box for the large wall
Perfect.
right now, actually.
Okay.
James, you are the ultimate bay.
Just be sure to pull first.
Oh yeah,
You pull.
unstage all.
Oh, wait.
And I think I just pulled actually recently.
Oh, we just pushed 2.
Don't oh.
Well, just Kaz, are you working?
I haven't pushed anything.
Okay, I just did a poll. Everything seems okay. And I'm
Okay.
going to stage that one asset and I'm going to push it.
No, I'm dying. Not.
Nope, I didn't put a comment in. There you are. Did it not push? Oh, it's still working. Maybe. Okay, hang on. Let's try now. Okay, now there should be a push.
Give me a second.
Yep.
Got it.
And that fixes all the collisions with everything.
Let me
Good
just
job.
double check.
And I did a quick run through up the walls and made sure that it wasn't going to affect actually like being able to climb up the tube, and it wasn't. So
Okay. Oh, things. That's all I'm gonna say.
So how did you fix it?
So what I did was I went into the the large wall asset, and under collision, under the collision drop down menu, I removed the collision that was on it, and then added a simple box collision, and then I just slightly enlarged it, so that it was a little bit bigger than the actual wall itself. And so when you collided with the box, with the actual collision box, it would prevent you from being able to move far enough into the mesh.
Gotcha. I forgot there was the 2 different types of collision.
Yeah, so like if you look down right now, you won't be able to see through the map.
This is awesome.
And it prevents you from getting close enough to do anything. So yep.
Just for the record, I'm looking down just in case anybody like was lost with that. But that works perfectly. Oh, except for the corner. But
well, are you at a bent corner?
yeah, I think so.
So I think that's actually just physically peeling down.
But that works.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet.
Oh my god, that top projectile virus, he's like, you've got no dodge room.
Let me see.
I beat the game. I win.
Don't rub it in.
Well, Scott took away the second blood cell and he pushed the splines together. It's way more user friendly now.
It looks like Dean's still struggling a little bit.
I'll be right back.
You try playing with a trackball.
Why would you?
Yeah, I think that's a better.
I think you need to start a GoFundMe page for mouse.
Oh, I missed. Ah!
Alright, I am gonna try to find
No.
sound.
Anywho,
What sound did we want? Getting hit?
for what?
Oh, out of exhaustion.
Gasping, catching breath, something like that. But here's my plan of attack for this week. Along with James, we're gonna have to update the QA. Definitely.
Yeah, because it's not accurate anymore.
Hell no.
What's not accurate anymore?
The QA,
Yeah.
some of it still is. But there's a good chunk that's brand new. Especially like with the capillaries and whatnot. Like we have to QA those to make sure nobody can like run through them and stuff like that. And that's just the level. That's not even anything that's like programmed or anything like that. So it's we have to update that definitely.
You mean as that we don't need to research them at all?
What do you mean?
We don't have capillaries anymore.
Whatever the veins, whatever you want to call them, arteries, the things that you walk on.
Oh yeah, we gotta test those.
Yeah.
But capillaries, we don't. They're not even in the game. Yet.
No, I'm sorry. That's what I was referring to. But yeah, so I have, like I said, these are all the things that we talked about on Monday. These are the updated versions of them. Sorry, I'm clicking things and nobody can see what the hell I'm clicking. These. And like I said, we'll probably have an impromptu at some point later in the week, seeing as how it's only Wednesday, and we always end up doing it by accident anyways. So, I'm okay if nobody else has anything major to add.
Yeah, I mean,
And I hope everybody read my message in the email,
he did. It was very sweet.
because I thought long and hard about it.
The alpha situation. Although I would like, Dean, if you could tell Scott the story that you told us about the other group.
Yeah.
Just because he missed that. He came in right at the end of that.
Oh shit.
And I think
Okay.
that may make him feel better.
Okay. I wish. I still...
Email him that.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely will.
Because he'll see that at work.
Yeah. I wish I still had the link, because he sent me the link. And because we work together, that's how we know each other. We work in the same office, and he sent me the link to his team, and I said, I'll send you mine after I watch yours. And I watched the whole video, the critique, everything of his group, and I said, his name's my buddy Stu. And I was like, you don't want to see ours, dude, at all. And he never saw it. But he's the programmer for their team. They have, I'm trying to remember what he said he did. They have a radar, like an enemy radar. He made the jump pads. Their viruses are not going to be anywhere near our. Their viruses aren't going to be able to touch ours for two reasons. One, mainly aimed at Corbett.
I offered to help. You know this.
He said that you, me, and him need to get together to make something.
Oh, nice.
His programming's phenomenal. He's like completely self-taught. But their programmer, besides him, doesn't know what patrolling is.
Who's their programmer?
I don't know. I know he's
what
one
group?
of them. Group A.
Isn't that Ryan's group?
I think so.
Mackenzie?
Oh shit! Thinking about this now, if Group A is behind, where's Group C?
But
Getting an F?
he like I said, my friend's good. He's really good. But they gave the AI to the other programmer, and he won't give it to my friend. And at this point in time, they just float.
Huh.
They don't attack at all. But he said it's funny because he compared everybody on our team to somebody on his team, and he is jealous, is what he said.
Yeah.
And he said I got really lucky, and I said yeah I did. But just so you guys, we're not the only ones that have to basically redo our whole game map.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're actually doing it.
Yeah, we didn't have to. I think the professor just encouraged us. And
Oh, yeah.
When I said
Which I'm
that,
happy we are.
Me too.
when I said that the professor, I think, really kind of blew through our game, and it kind of went, this was easy. I meant how we dropped the damage, and I will totally take blame for that. And he's like, "Oh, I have to kill these viruses before they respawn." He picked up on that because he's good at gaming. So that's why I mean we have to really make it hard so that it's difficult for him. To a fine point for balance.
We want him to fail before he ever gets to the second room, is what you're saying.
We just can't make it so hard he can't even critique it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give him a trackball mouse. I'll mail him mine. He'll be fine. But yeah, if nobody has anything to add, I'll open the floor. Yes.
I'm having a minor issue. I'm
What's
not
up?
sure if it's worth. Well, I don't mind it mechanically, but I mind it visually.
Which I'm sure Corbett will mind.
Unless
Do
that's
you still have the game open?
I do. What would you like me to do? Ooh.
If you want to make it easier for yourself.
You guys are really friggin' mean.
See, Michelle, said something about me being too mean, and then now she's been pulling most of the shots this time around.
That's because I made the granny joke.
Yeah, got on my list.
So I deserve most of it.
That was great.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you guys something to laugh about that I think everybody will be happy. Give me a second.
Little Dean room.
Give me a sec. Hey. So everybody can just shit on me even more.
As a side note, while he's doing that, whenever you guys get anything patched, just make a note in the QA log of this chat screen, and I'll make sure I, look into it and get back as quickly as I can to that.
Hey, it's Frankie from that.
Be careful with outside videos. This video might get copyrighted again.
It's my own video.
It's still possible. It's YouTube, man.
Oh, I was just gonna say something. Hold on. Corbett,
What? You crazy son?
use that wave file. I don't know if anybody else noticed that you pasted it in there, but he threw a gasping, kind of heavy breathing.
Yeah, I listened to it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
For the record, that video was 6 years ago.
So good.
Good.
So good.
Can we pin this to our chat,
Oh my
please?
Oh,
god.
definitely. Go ahead.
What were you asking me?
I was just telling you I really like the MP3 you
Oh,
found. Well,
good.
whatever you want to call it, but the breathing, it's really
Good.
good.
Dean.
What?
It's really good, dude.
Thanks, guys.
That's the next video game right there. Revere Flea Market.
Yeah.
It could still be a third-person shooter.
That was life changing.
I'm glad. It's
It was something, is what it was.
it's got 120,000 on YouTube and over what was it? Over 700,000 on Facebook. Views wise.
My god.
I can see why.
And they're actually putting it on TV.
Oh my god.
I guess it's gonna be on like this new Fox show that's coming out, which it's like a commercial quiz game or whatever. So they show like snippets of commercials and then they ask like a couple quiz questions about it. And it's been, I don't know, I don't think anybody's from Massachusetts, but um, it's been on the radio too.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Anywho, back to the game. Michelle.
Abort.
What did you say you were having an issue with?
No,
You can't remember.
don't
can
worry
you?
about it.
No,
I
no!
remember. Just it's
He-
I'm having a weird interaction with the AoE.
Did you drag and drop it?
Huh?
Did you drag it and drop it into the level, or is it
Yeah.
actually loaded?
What's
No,
up?
it's not in anywhere. It's
Okay.
just like I'm sure it's just the fact that like the 0.2 damage per second thing. For some reason it's not calculating right.
Okay.
Oh,
So the damage from it is not showing up right on the HUD.
Okay.
Like it's showing right in the health, but when you have the antibodies on
Oh,
and
okay.
stand in the gas, it's just I don't really understand why it's not.
Can
It should
some
work the same.
Is it this? It's still the virus underscore AOE, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, what were you saying again? I'm sorry. So
So
basically,
if you put the antibodies on and go stand in the gas and look at what it does to the antibody meter,
okay.
it's just
Cool.
it's
Give me a
weird.
second.
I think it's a math error, and I think I'm just too tired right now to tell the math error. Because we're going from handling 10 damage per hit to 0.2 damage per second.
Okay.
So I think
Give me a second. I'm just gonna make it so that it's just the AOE. All right.
that was what I was gonna say. To make it easier for yourself, was just get rid of everybody else. Because it doesn't matter.
My AOE doesn't work.
Use the
Did I grab the wrong
RSL.
one?
Yeah, you just grabbed the static mesh for it.
So it,
Um,
it just looks like a rock.
Dean, all AIs are
Yep.
in the AI blueprint
Thank
or
you.
AI folder.
Thank you. A hi AOE. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. Let me try this again. Sorry. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's right. I can run.
Also, did you put the rotate feature on the gas
Uh,
or the AoE?
It doesn't.
AI?
It doesn't look like it.
it does rotate.
Does it?
So see, it's not. Yeah,
It's not.
Well, I think it is because if you look at the gas, how the gas.
Oh, it is. It is rotating. It's just it looks odd.
Smoother.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant continuous.
No, it's not continuously.
I'm sorry. That's what I thought everybody meant. It, am I missing what it's doing? Because I didn't see anything wrong.
Well, okay. So
Alright,
when
so
a melee hits you,
yeah,
it does 10 damage.
okay,
I have it set right now to where the antibody each take 10 damage.
yeah,
So one punch takes one block away.
Can we
Which,
let
like,
the antibodies like bar go all the way up first? Thank you.
yeah, it did.
the gas is just like freaking out.
Oh, that is rapid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's the speed that it's going down in is the issue.
And like what I wanted is when you're in gas, it doesn't chunk the entire health bar.
Yeah.
It would drain it.
It pieces it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like it just took like 4 health bars in like a second.
Is it? My question is it stacking?
It shouldn't
So-
because the way that I have the antibody handler is the one taking care of calculating the damage, and every time it gets to 1, which is the max of a progress bar, it resets to 0. So it shouldn't be able to get over.
Okay, because that's the only thing I can think of is it's for some reason either stacking damage or when it's taking any bit of damage, it's clearing the bar, like
Yeah.
your damage. Those are the only two things that I can think of. It's just saying you've taken damage, the antibody's gone. It's not, it's still gonna keep going, sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. What's
I have-
happening? Sorry, go ahead.
I have 2 questions just real quick. The first is there supposed to be this arrow there?
Yeah, that's for my testing. We can get rid of it at any moment.
That's fine. The second question is it supposed to be kind of strobing like that?
What, the particles?
Yeah, like the gas itself.
Like, I have to adjust the timeline because with whatever is working with the timeline feature, it seems like to grow, and then it decides to go up. No, we're gonna shrink it. We're gonna expand real quick.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason.
Yeah. For the record, the placement of the waterfall is perfect, and I can now definitely see where it is, without a doubt.
Yeah, and I need to adjust that a little bit just so it looks the way it's supposed to, because I do have a little splash underneath. So with a little bit of adjustment, I can actually have it looking proper.
Okay.
Do you have it so that there's a pool at the base of it or the
Yep.
end of it?
Yep, I have a little pool at the bottom.
I think that will take care of the liquid on the floor because the texture does look very liquidy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I just have to set it so that it is
The right
at
height.
the right height and
Yeah.
and everything looks proper. And I'll have a little I'll add it to the particle system that I do have in place. I haven't perfected it yet, which is a little bit of a like splash upwards, which will
Yeah,
give
I
it
know-
that effect
I
of
know what
actually
you're
like impacting. So
Talking about that's all really good. That's pretty in depth what you got going on.
yeah.
Good job.
So once that's all set, I'll make sure I adjust it and push it at some point.
Okay. Is everybody good?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys have my notes. You have my YouTube video. You're welcome. And yeah, like I said, we're most likely gonna end up on the call altogether tomorrow, anyways, or we're just gonna end up impromptuly meeting
Yeah.
on at some point later in the week. So I'm sure I will talk to everybody tonight, some point during the week. Plus, you guys all stay online anyways, like way, way after I get off. So I know that probably everybody besides me is going to be on here after I leave. So
Do you want to go over that fog lighting effect? I mean, I know it's getting late, but
who are you talking to? Me?
yeah,
Okay. The fog lighting?
yes.
The this? Hold on. Hold on. It's on the wrong screen. Hold on. Oh shoot. This?
I don't see anything yet.
Count to 5.
Yes, that.
Yeah. I like you.
Well,
I really.
do you want to
Yeah.
open up the level and play with that for a second?
Oh yeah, is it in there?
It can be.
Sweet. But is it like in a spot where I can just grab it and pull it
Yes.
currently? Oh, okay. That's what I meant.
I think it's really cool. I think it adds a nice little.
It's not
Yeah.
going to. It's not going to look like that because the whole lighting
different.
and whatnot is going to blow it out. But we can see what the defaults look like. You can set some colors. We could see if we get something that we like pretty quickly.
I definitely like the aesthetic in general, and I feel
I
like
do
it's
too.
gonna like
Yeah.
take away a lot of the where you're not gonna be worried about little tiny details like, oh, there's a seam over here,
Yep. The more we
It'll
add,
help.
the less there is of that.
The thing that I want to see the most is how it interacts with the AoE
Yeah.
and the other viruses because
Is it a particle effect that you're using?
No, it's literally a fog. It's
Okay.
exponential fog. If you go to the search classes in the top left there, type in
Mhm.
exponential, you'll see an exponential fog. Just drop that into the level, and we can play with a few of the settings real quick.
exponential height fog.
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll see on the right side where you have density control and light, you can set the lighting. But I would play with the density to start.
Okay.
Check out the default, just make sure it's on the inside. Oh, the other thing, can you go to the top right?
Yeah.
That already adds a ton, in my opinion.
I agree.
On the top right, can
That's
you
right.
type in importance volume? Light importance volume? One, two, three, four, five.
No, it didn't really change.
Go to the world outliner. Search
I have
inside.
light mass importance volume. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that in the level?
Yes.
Good. He did add that. Okay, awesome. Because it's like we need those. If those aren't in there, we need those.
Now, do we want to make it red?
Yes.
Well, it's pink.
Well, hit play. Check out your defaults.
Okay. Crap. Oh, it's all orange now. Got it.
And play with the opacity or density, whatever it's labeled. Fog density. You're going to want to up that a little bit.
Well, I'm playing right now, so I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing.
Look at the difference of that waterfall now.
Oh yeah.
It looks really cool. And what I did with the waterfall, and I know it was really hard to see actually when you were when you play it normally, is it's actually got two different colors within the waterfall itself. So the inner area is a little bit different colored, so that
Than
it
the
looks a
outside?
little bit
Yeah.
more misty.
I did notice
Yeah.
that. All right. So now so we said we wanted to
So,
make it kind of reddish.
I think I think with this the way it is, that added a lot of light to the level. I think you can take that third light down that was causing a bunch of issues.
Oh, I have to
before.
remember it.
Just type in light, and it was the third one.
Thank you.
But don't adjust the fog density until we bring down that lighting.
Hold on.
Just type light.
I know which one it is. It's that one.
And you could just select that one, and in the details panel, you could select effects world and turn it off, or actor hidden in
It was
game.
directional.
I knew that.
I know you knew it, but you just saw 3 and got excited.
Hell yeah. Let's just keep it like that.
The
Oh.
I'm playing it.
light. The
Actually, play
search
it.
box
Oh.
the search box you're using is the wrong one. You're gonna want to use the one underneath World Outliner to make your life
Yeah.
a little easier.
I thought somebody was going to say something sooner, which is why I didn't. But
You know,
Oh.
let him struggle. It's funny.
I deleted something.
You are all over the place, sir. Your trackball has a mind of its own.
I can't see this anymore. Oh, found it.
Hey guys. Considering the AI reproduction and the projectile virus, well, the range virus is going to get an increase in health. I'm thinking about upping the amount of ammo you get per
pickup.
pickup. Yeah.
My only comment with that is we haven't actually played it with the respawning pickups.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Never
That's
mind.
fair.
If those pickups are going to respawn, there's no need to add that. I forgot about that. Thanks.
In order to disable the light, you have to click effects world and turn it off, or visible in game and turn it.
I'm just gonna start over.
We'll get there one of these days.
And if you use the right search box, that would be great.
Alright. Hold on. My thingy went away.
I think you were looking in the right spot as far as window and
Okay.
details panel.
My world outline is here. What am I supposed to do again?
Oh my god. Freaking crap.
Search light.
Okay.
And you
Nice.
didn't save the exponential fog, did you?
No, I have to put it back in.
So you gotta get your bar back.
Oh, where was it? Now. What?
I think it's isn't it developer tools? I gotta load up.
I'm not
I know.
allowed to use those.
Oh no.
I thought it was. No, that's output log.
Okay, everybody race to find it.
Yeah, excuse me, I haven't deleted it before. Oh wait, there it is.
Where?
It's on the screen.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I see nothing.
It's right there.
Where?
On the left side of the screen. What? Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was on me. The
Okay,
live stream went back.
It's in window modes.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what the name of it is.
I'm still laughing.
I accidentally clicked backwards in the video, so I was looking at it 5 minutes ago, Dean.
I'm like, I don't see anything. There's nothing on the left side of my screen.
On my screen, you were just running around with the modes right there, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, hold on.
You're also gonna have to stop your level because right now you're playing.
I know. I stopped it. I can't deal with this. Oh, the floor.
I saw that happen.
Oh, okay. Control Z.
I think this is for the greatest part of this project.
I'm sweating. That's how much I'm laughing right now. Okay.
You let me know when you're ready.
Which light?
It's the directional light.
Okay. Yeah, see, and then it does that. So we want?
I mean, last time when you I would delete it.
Oh no,
Entirely.
just
No.
click the directional light. Go down to the details panel.
Yep.
And effects world turn off. Viewable in game turn off.
What?
You have to select the light, the directional light.
Oh,
Right now
I'm
you're
sorry.
on a wall.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You might have to give it a slow 5 count.
Okay. Effects world.
Turn it off.
Okay.
Probably gonna have to rebuild lighting.
And then
Visible in game, you could turn that off.
visible.
Effects world was enough. Just build the lighting.
How?
The drop down next to build up at the top, very top bar.
Of the entire screen.
Yep.
Click build lighting only.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know the software.
What's great is we have our instructions, and then you get to see the panic reaction for 5 seconds.
Just my mouse going.
That is true.
It's very much the blind leading the blind right now.
Okay.
And then you're gonna hit play, and we're gonna look at the default levels.
It's black.
And then you're gonna go to the exponential lighting.
Okay. The exponential lighting or the exponential fog?
Fog. Oh, it's not black.
That's black.
No, that's foggy. It's great. Just set
Yeah.
it to red. Up the density.
Hold on.
Do it.
What is it? Triple E? Nope.
I like how when told to look for a fog object, he types an exponential
I was-
instead of just
Yeah.
You typed the whole word too.
Okay, and then what?
Yeah, play with the color.
I did.
Change the opacity. Drop the intensity down so it's darker, less bright.
Almost there.
Give a playthrough, you know.
Odin.
What did they do?
Trying to set the opacity to 500.
Yeah.
I thought it would work.
No, you're only playing with the top stuff. Hit play.
I think you should just, yeah.
Run a test already. You've changed so many settings.
Oh. What's happening? He's having a heart
Oh.
attack.
Oh my.
Oh.
It's anytime I shoot the gun.
That's interesting.
It's a lighting thing. I forgot how I got around it.
Maybe the antibodies will help me. Light the way.
Man,
Nope.
like that does make the level just geometrically look better. Like it's way too dark, but
Yeah.
The spotlight on the gun helped too.
that's the thing that I really want.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You wasted a whole antibody on one virus.
I didn't know. It's too dark. I'm stuck. I don't know where I am. It's too dark.
Oh no! I just saw where he went.
Somebody help. Oh, I can see inside. I figured it out. I'm out. We're good. It's all Gucci.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there you are.
Now with building on this, we can ask.
Oh, I just jumped right over the jump pad.
Ask the professor about it more.
Yeah.
As far as why it goes black, I think that's the only real issue. Other than that, we can adjust the lighting and the intensity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like it. I think we should,
It
investigate.
makes it look
I agree.
more like the inside of.
Yeah.
And then once we get all this adjusted, I'll adjust the waterfall color to not
Yeah.
be so vivid because it is very bright now.
I think it's worth investigating.
I agree.
I don't know where I'm falling.
Oh, that's the thing. It's weird that it only sometimes does that.
What the fuck just happened?
What were you shooting at there?
Oh, I'm just fucking around at this point. I've already accepted the fact that I'm probably not gonna make it level, so I missed the jump pad again. That's it. Just kill me. Thank you.
All right, guys. I would like to continue to stay in this group chat for a while longer, but I actually have to get a couple things done, so I gotta hop off right now.
Well, thanks for all you've done, James. You've definitely stepped out of the QA role, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoy contributing, so I will make sure I check the QA log and everything else as well. But yeah, make sure to post anything to the QA log that you want tested, and I'll get to that as quickly as I can.
Cool.
Awesome.
Have a good one.
You as well.
I'm out too. You've all had your entertainment for the night. You're welcome. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Adios.
Later.
But